Today I show you an unboxing of the DDJ-FLX4 or Flex4, and I got this from the record case shop in Germany. This is not a sponsored video. I paid for this with my own money and they gave me a sticker in the box. So this is part of the review for record case, the shop. If someone was thinking to buy from them, I found this at a pretty good price. It was cheaper than the usual. And this is the PioneerDJ DDJ-FLX4. It's a DJ controller. Okay, this is a DJ controller. It's a bit large for the desk here. DDJ-FLX4 Flex4 DJ controller, and it has the similar picture on the other side. Same name on this side, and again the DDJ-FLX4 on this side. Okay, so under the box you have some information. Under the box you have here some information designed by Alpha Theta Corporation. PioneerDJ is now owned by this, from what I understand. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm standing also. Designed by Alpha Theta Corporation in Japan. Oh, I didn't know they're Japanese. Okay. 2.9 kilos for the controller. The gross weight 2.9 kilos, so net weight should be smaller without the bag, without the box. Labeling for Japan. Okay. I don't know if this is good to share it, but this is the serial number of the thing. The best thing about this is that it works with iPhone, iPod, even Android devices. So there are apps for this. You could basically DJ with your iPhone. Handle with care. Some barcodes. Let's open this thing. Okay, because it's so big, it's a bit difficult to get up on it here. Okay. Yeah, maybe like this. It's gonna go like this. So there are no seals here. There's no seal. Here, there's no seal. I don't know if it was used. I bought it as new. It doesn't look used, but we'll see. Okay. So that's the inside. It looks new. It doesn't look like it was opened before. You can kind of tell how it was not opened before by the way these flaps are opening. The first time when you open them, these, they have a bit of resistance, but the second time they're much easier to open. So there's that. Some kind of paperwork here. Okay, there's a bag with a cable also. We'll get to this later. This is just a holder here with a bit of tape. Interesting. A bit of very well aligned tape. And the controller. Okay, I'm gonna try my best not to drop this. So hopefully this is not gonna be a drop test video. Oh yeah, oh, it's not that big. Okay. Okay. Okay, box is out of the way. And now, this is actually a really good size for the desk here. I was worried that it might be too big. This part. And there. Okay, it's exactly perfect. It fits perfectly on my desk here with the keyboard and everything, and I want to use it with the iPad actually. And register your product. Okay, scan the 2D barcode attached to your product to quickly register it. Okay. This gives you easy access to the latest software updates, instructions, manual, and tutorials, blah, 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 blah. So maybe I shouldn't share this QR code. It should be here. No, I don't know where is the QR code. QR code should be here. I think it's the serial number or something. Okay, so let's see. So this is the bug manual. Nice design. I will sit down. Booklet information here. There is also a USB-C to USB-C cable. Let's see what's here. Okay, so pretty decent USB cable, and I think it's 1.5 meter, maybe 2 meters. Yeah, more like 1.5 or 1.8, something like this. The USB-C connectors are pretty large. Some kind of, you can get Serato also, but it's not free. You get the Rekordbox software on the PC, Mac and iPad and iPhone gets it's full. You get the full version of Rekordbox with this DJ controller. Some limited something, always limited. Limited warranty. Some quick start guide, okay. And you can even use Bluetooth to connect this thing. So that's pretty nice. Oh, this is one of those newspaper style leaflets. Okay, so that's the setup. You have one USB port for a power delivery controller, one USB port for power delivery, and also another for the data. You might be able to use only one, but it's better to have the separate power. And there is no power adapter here. It's only one cable. That's pretty large. This looks more like a manual, DDJ-FLX4. I don't know why I like to call it FLX4, Flex 4. I found it strange that to call it Flex, like we're not at the gym. So you can get Rekordbox or Serato. It works with both, but Rekordbox is, you get the full Rekordbox. With Serato, you have to pay some kind of fee or a subscription even. So they have the 9 volt, 3 amps, at least 3 amps for 9 volt power delivery, then data, and then you can also connect speakers. You can connect a laptop to the power point. You can connect a I'm so excited. You can connect a laptop to the data port and you don't need to connect another one, and then speakers to the master. You also have a microphone input. You can also have Bluetooth. So that's pretty nice. Okay, and some basic functions here. Open the Rekordbox, you can play pause, adjust the trim for the level, adjust the master level. You have here the steps. You can select playlist, load, and then you can adjust this is the speed, no, the volume, it's the volume. And you can also adjust between tracks, between decks, each one, if it's this left or right. I like to use this one, but I'll probably use this one. You need to have headphones plugged in. This is the reason why I bought this controller for the iPad, because I did try to make some DJ mixes, but I didn't have a headphone, so it's really hard to do this without headphones. And anyway, this is not too expensive. It's not exactly cheap, but not too expensive. You can have microphone, this is attenuation for the microphone to adjust the volume for it. And you can, for the headphones, for monitoring, you can adjust if it's a mix, a master, which is the actual sound coming out live, basically, and Q, which is for the headphones. Adjust the level for that. Okay. pretty good. It's not the CDJ 3000 or it's not a standalone. This needs a laptop or a iPad or iPhone, but it's pretty nice for a starter. Yeah, that's the manual. Okay, so let's get to business. I want to try to take this out of the packing here without breaking anything. So that's the QR code. I want to try to take this out of the packing without breaking anything. So let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow, this smells. Oh, it feels so nice. And it's rubbery. I love buttons, but and this is pretty nice, smooth. Oh, and this is very. That's the QR code to register the product. I'm not sure if I should mask this one. Probably I should. I'm not sure. That's the. Now there is one place here where it's at 0, so that's nice. These buttons are pretty hard to press. I thought they would be easier to press. Oh, the Q and play are nice. Yeah, so it's the first time I have a DJ controller like this. I went to a music shop and I tried the CDJ 3000, but I didn't play them. It was just to see them, and looks pretty much the same to me. Okay, it's not exactly the same. This one doesn't have so many lights on it, but it has. This controller doesn't have all the lights on it, like in the display here. There is no display, it's very basic. But I just wanted to give this a try, and if I'm gonna do some kind of home DJing, bedroom DJing on the desk here, at least I could use something nice. So the buttons are very clicky, and also this is a review for the record case shop. So I got this from this shop, I paid for it, and seems like they didn't send me a rock, and the thing is probably working. Okay. So this is the navigation. You browse things, so you load, then you browse things, and you adjust things there. Okay, so you have the branding here: performance, DJ controller, DDJ-FLX4 Rekordbox Serato. That's the mic level, microphone level, the headphones. You have your headphones here, the level. You set the headphones if you want to hear what's coming up, the other deck playing. And also you set the Q. Where is the Q? Here. So you set which one is the Q, and this one is going to be the Q. If you want to adjust that, you can adjust the level. This is a 2-channel mixer here, and it has, yeah, in the middle, it's like a nice place where you feel it. It's in the spot. Trim, by default, they set it to 0. Master level to 0. That's very nice. Everything, all the levels are set to 0. And it comes, so you don't start it by mistake on maximum volume. That's a nice thing. Okay. Yeah, so it all seems to be working. There is also the beat sync. Usually on the iPad I was using the Rekordbox Lite version, and I was using the beat sync. But I see all the professionals, they don't use the beat sync. So you set the BPM, and then you can move this wheel a little bit to adjust, to synchronize things. The software, Rekordbox, I'm going to use software for that. It's going to be Rekordbox. It comes with full version of Record. The main reason to get this is to get the full version of Rekordbox. You can record your mix. You can, I don't know what else you can do. It also has stems. So this one, even though you don't see the stem splitter here, the stems are the thing where you separate voice from instruments, from bass line, from drums. with this you can actually assign some of these pads here to do the stem splitting in the Rekordbox. I'm not sure if that's going to work on the iPad, but I will find out. If it doesn't work, I will use it on the computer. I have the computer here, and it's pretty easy. It fits the desk really well, so it's a pretty good fit for a desk. It has a regular 3.5mm jack for headphones. On the front, there's nothing here, and there is nothing here. And most interesting things you have at the back here. This is for power only. That's for data, 5 volts, 3 amps. It needs to provide this. Then for Android mono or stereo, I don't know why it has this. I hope it's not gonna be the same for iPad also, because then I wouldn't like that. I would want to have stereo for sure. This might be a reason, because there is a limitation for how many channels you can have for output, and if you have only 2 channels, then you use mono. One is the monitor for headphones, the other one is for the master for out. So I'm hoping I don't have to use this. Okay. And then you have the master output. You have the master output for speakers, right and left. This is not an amplifier, so you need active speakers. Then a microphone input, unbalanced microphone input, and there is also a little knob for attenuation here, very tiny. So I'll leave it to minimum, this one, and the lock. If someone wants to steal it, they can't. Almost. Okay, so this is the label of the controller, some information here. So it needs 9 volt 3 amps input, designed by Alpha Theta Corporation in Japan. And there is the serial number and the product registration link QR code. Yeah, I might have to mask this just in case, but it's probably just the serial number information. Okay. It has some rubber feet here and lots of regular screws, so it could be opened. It feels pretty cheap. I mean, it's upside down. It feels pretty cheaply made, but it's actually a good price. I believe it's a very good price. It feels pretty cheaply made, but I believe it's a really good price. The thing, these faders, they actually feel pretty good. This one feels nice, smooth, very smooth. And this one is very fast if you want to do like some kind of scratching or something like this. So lots of things here. All the buttons, they work well. These knobs are pretty smooth. So everything is nice and smooth here. I will do the registration for the product. I have already Rekordbox installed, but I have to link it to the computer and then be able to use the full version of Rekordbox. I'll make a video setting this up also on the iPhone. I could try to set it up on the iPhone. Okay, so this is the unboxing of the PioneerDJ DDJ-FLX4 Flex 4. Thanks for watching.